Hello and welcome to round 52. Yes, 52. So I made a mistake with the which round it was. Bahrain's 47, Australia's 48, China's 49, Azerbaijan 50, 51 was Miami. So this is number 52. So round 6 in other words, and we are at Imola in Italy for the first of two races in Italy. The next one being, well, Monza, which will be later. So yeah, practiced and qualified. We qualified pole position, but by 1.1 seconds in front of George Russell. Let that sink in. 1.1. You'll see the graphic on the screen. Yeah, it's a bit of an intense rivalry with Carlos Sainz. One race left, so this is the last one really. This will determine the rivalry. I'm not really bothered about the rivalry, to be honest. As you can see, morale is low, as we don't have Spec 3 upgrades yet, and we are being outperformed by Williams. Yes, Williams Racing are performing better than us, damn it. Oh, that's, yeah, that's enough to put morale on the low morale, eh? Anyway, let's get on with the race, shall we? And you will see a different type of replay format as well. You'll be seeing the replay and not the actual game recording, so it's just, you know, make life easier.
Imola, or to give it its full title, the International Autodrome of Enzo and Dino Ferrari. Enzo, one of the most evocative team creators in history. This place is named for their legacy, and it's a beautiful tribute. 3.1 miles of track at Imola, featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One tracks as it's driven anti-clockwise. Let's hope nobody forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight on the circuit and its only DRS zone. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Goose lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Ocon, Norris, Perez, Bottas, Stroll, Williams, Teo Porcher, Gasly, Liam Lawson, Joe, Albon, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Sargent, and Nick de Vries rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please.
Well, that's the idea. We had an excellent Miami race, but all eyes on Imola, and we're off. And the Goose gets an excellent start, trying to cover off that Mercedes. But here comes the Red Bull. I believe it's Verstappen, and we've got the McLaren, Ferrari. Ferrari making headways here, past the McLaren. Sandwiched between the two McLarens and Ferraris, and the Goose gets the lead. Straight in there. Russell, Verstappen, Norris, Leclerc, Piastri, Perez, Ocon, Stroll, and Teo Porcher from Williams in P10. Speaking of Williams, he's P11. Lawson's all the way back down there in P16. Not the best qualifying session for our teammate. And yeah, I'm just trying out this new format for the videos. So yeah, you don't hear Mark, our engineer. You don't see the MFD. You don't see the gears and stuff, but you get to see the entire grid, and it just makes it easier and less stressful if the recording fails, because I can just record the replay again, which is much more easier and better, because you don't want to lose the recording of the actual gameplay, do you? On to lap 2. Still a bit of a feisty debate. Here comes Russell. We all know how this is going to go. Down the outside goes the Goose and forces Russell to brake hard into that first chicane. On lap 3 now, and DRS will be enabled. And Russell, we've swapped places now. The Goose is down the inside, but there's contact between the two. The Goose still takes the inside lane. Callum Williams has overtaken Taylor Pourchaire for P10. So Callum Williams in the points, and is actually proving to be quite a threat to our teammate Liam Lawson, which is surprising. There's contact between Goose and Russell here. Meanwhile, up at the front, and Russell had his brief time with the sod up in first place. But I don't think we're finished yet with the Goose and Russell. But moving on to lap 5. There's contact between the two. We've had, obviously we've had dealings with Russell in the past, as we know. But, oh my life. That was a very risky move there from the Goose. And here comes, here we go. Oh, Verstappen nearly did a barmaid on us. And he takes the lead of the race. Can the Goose manage to, can the Goose catch up with the Verstappen? But he's off. He's off. That Red Bull is gone. And we're only on lap 6. Oh, the Goose locks up. The Goose didn't brake in time, and there goes George Russell. But the Goose is defending now for 2nd place. Yeah, Verstappen's gone. No, Russell's dropped back to P4, and Lando Norris. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Norris is dropping. Is he retiring? I think he's retiring, you know. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. What the hell happened to Norris? We can see now. So, yeah, we've just exited the hairpin. Oh, and there goes the engine. And there goes the Mercedes powertrain from the McLaren. Lando Norris. And he is out. Oh dear. That's one less car to deal with, I suppose. But, you know, yep, that's a complete engine failure. On the grass again, Russell. Russell getting an aggressive... that was too aggressive. And there comes Leclerc now. The gloves are off here. Contact with both Russell and Leclerc forces the Goose to take drastic actions. And you've just seen it there with that overtake. That could have gone horribly wrong. And Oscar Piastri, our former teammate, the flocking Geese, Aussie boy Piastri, good day mate, from down under, takes 4th place from Charles Leclerc in it. And look at him go, overtaking us, but he's forced to concede to the Goose's drastic measures of an undertake, guys. Lawson's made a position. That could have gone horribly wrong there for the Goose and for Piastri, but Leclerc takes P4 for Piastri, and you can just see the Ferrari on our right. Goose fighting for it's the Goose versus Ferrari at one of Ferrari's 2 home race tracks of the season, Imola and Monza being the second one, which I'm sure will be an interesting round 3. Giving the first 2 rounds being chaotic, the first one being the most chaotic. But here we are now, coming up to the end of lap 9, start of lap 10. Russell has gained 2nd place. We are now defending for the 3rd podium against Charles Leclerc and Oscar Piastri. Into lap 10, that was deep from the Goose, goes off the track slightly. Regains position 3, but now Oscar Piastri is pushing his luck now. Do we have wing damage after all of this? I'm sure we do, but I'll be surprised if we don't. But no, it's just the Goose, Piastri and Leclerc. The Goose, oh here come Esteban Ocon for the other Mercedes drivers, giving it a go now. Look at him go. Meanwhile, Verstappen and George Russell, literally, they've taken off. Teo Pourchaire from Williams is doing very strange things. He's P10 for starters, and he's fighting our teammate, Callan Williams. The two drivers having dealings in the past before, as we just saw Piastri nearly got forced round the outside of the Goose. And lap 14 now, and we can go into the pit lane. Well, round lap 15 now, but yeah. Another advantage to recording the replay is that I could do stuff like this and make the video shorter and not bore people with, you know, if there's a safety car out and stuff, you could just, yeah, makes it more easier to, it actually makes it, there's a lot, yeah, okay, yeah, you got more clips in, but, you know, it just makes it easier. Have we held up our teammate? No, we've held up an Aston Martin. We come out now on with hard tyres, unsurprisingly. Esteban Ocon is in the lead. We've come out behind Stroll, and we've now gained a fair amount of positions back into P12 now, with De Vries in P11. Lawson's P5, Pourchaire is P4, people. There's Williams in the top 10, and Lawson is doing wonders. At least he was doing wonders. And oh my god, that could have gone horribly wrong with Piastri then. We nearly made contact with Oscar Piastri then. Oh, that could have gone south. Teammate Lawson, oh, the Goose struggling with the hard tyres. The hard tyres taking, showing that they need a bit more time to warm up. Yeah, the hard tyres, not exactly the best tyres to have around Imola, because this is a fast, aggressive circuit. Hard tyres not being the best option, but we were left with no choice, I'm afraid. Goose making a forcing his way down there, and our teammate Liam Lawson, P13. I'm debating, should I show clips of Liam Lawson, our teammate, in Formula 1 videos in the future? Oh no! Piastri spun us off the track! The Goose went a bit too aggressive, but oh, we've ruined our race. The cloud doesn't... Okay, the weather doesn't look very good, and the safety car's out. The safety car is out because of the collision between Goose and Piastri. Now, Piastri tried to assassinate us. In our defence, however, we did clip him from the back and spun ourselves out. Lap 22 now, and we're coming up to the end of the safety car. The safety car is going into the pit lane. As you can see, the conditions are treacherous here. This calls for intermediate tyres, as I think there are some people that are going into the pit lane. Yes, they are. We should have gone in with them, but no, we're staying out. That was a bad move. We should have pitted for inters. But we didn't, did we? And we've just passed Carlos Sainz with hard tyres on a slippery, wet track. Lap 23. They're all going in. Russell, Piastri going. We're staying out. The Goose is trying to gamble here to see if he can stay out and win the race with just 8 laps to go on hard tyres in the... Oh my god, these conditions! Lawson is P2. Okay, he was P2. He's pitted. Logan Sargent is P. What? Yeah, the Goose finally makes the decision to pit, but at the cost of ruining his race. We gambled, and we've absolutely screwed ourselves over. See, Rockstar Paul 69, not the only one that makes bad gambling decisions. We at the Flocking Geese do some really terrible decisions as well. Observe. So, also subscribe to Rockstar Paul 69 for Team Chase Line, My Team Career, and F1 Manager with Alfa Romeo. Always a pleasure. And the Goose exits the pit lane now and rejoins lap 23. Jesus Christ! The Williams! Gee, that could have been a collision! Was it a collision? Oh, it was close! Jesus Christ! Look at this! Sergeant! That is the mother of all... That was literally a touching distance from it. That could have gone horribly wrong. That could have been a double DNF right there if he was centimetres to the right. Could have ran into the goose. Christ! Literally taking the American dream to a whole nother level, isn't he, Logan Sargent here? And the Goose responds in kind by overtaking Logan Sargent and takes position 17. Our teammate's not doing very well either. Callan Williams is P3. He was P3. He's been overtaken by George Ross. Our former teammate is... Oh, okay, we've damaged the front wing. Well, that's not a surprise, is it? Kevin Magnussen is in front of us with Lawson in P14. Our former teammate, Callan Williams, is proving to be quite the adversary, isn't he? With Aston Martin. We're off the track. But okay, 15, 14. That's not exactly the baddest of results. And winning the race is, I think this is his first win of the season. Is the winning Dutchman himself, Max Verstappen. Moving on. You can see the Goose now completing his final lap, lap 32, behind Liam Lawson, our teammate, and ahead of Kevin Magnussen from Haas. And there we go, P15, and we screwed ourselves over really. But yeah, let's go wrap up the race, shall we?
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for Red Bull today. Tell me, Anne, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Rain always has the potential to liven up a race and mix up the order, and they've taken full advantage of that to claim the victory today. It's always a bit of a lottery when the conditions are like this, but they've managed to stay on circuit and have come out on top.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win. Let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. It's a great result for Esteban Ocon, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially impressive feat during the race. However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Max Verstappen's solid, clean driving throughout the event.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improved their position in the championship. Been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. Can't wait to see what's next.
Well, we fucked up. We should have pitted, but we didn't pit, did we? We fucking just stayed out there. I'm annoyed. Very annoyed. But no, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Check out my other channel, Tico Sprinter. And we'll see you in round 53, which is in Spain. And so far, we've not lost at Spain. So hopefully we can keep that score up. Bye for now.